G'day guys, my name's Nick and this is my channel Low Range Nick, where I do videos about full driving, accessory fitting and maintenance for your full drive vehicle. So in today's video it's time to fit an awning to the MUX. So I put the roof racks on just recently and now I've got the space on the roof that I can fit an awning to. So I'll show you guys the awning I've chosen and also the brackets that I've chosen to use to make the job a bit easier. Okay guys, so this is the awning I've chosen to use. So this is the Ironman 4x4 2.5 by 2.5 meter side awning. So we'll get the awning installed to the vehicle and then I'll go through some of the features later on when I've got it set up. So this is the fitting kit here that comes with the Ironman 4x4 awning. So you get your 3 L brackets, you get a ratchet spanner, 10mm ratchet spanner, and you get all your 10mm bolts, and you get some anodized pegs and some guy ropes. So that's the extras that come with the awning to be able to fit it and to be able to use it. So I've also bought this secondary fitting kit which is from Yakima. So you can see the difference here in the brackets. It basically just gives you that little bit of a jump up here so the awning doesn't sit as low, and also so it can go over the tie down points on the roof racks that I have. So you'll be able to see that a little bit later when I fit them to the car. You can also see that they're a little bit thicker, the Yakima mounts, so that means that they actually go over the roof rack enough to be able to sit down properly on top of the rack so you can tighten it down properly. So the other bonus of the Yakima fitting kit is you get these little captive nuts which go into the roof rack, slide along to wherever you need, and they can sit in there, and then you can tighten these brackets down to quite easily. So let's get stuck into the install. Alrighty, so we're on the roof now. So these are the roof racks and you can see this channel that I'm talking about. So the bracket needs to be wide enough to go over that channel, whereas the ones that come with the Ironman awning, they're only just wide enough just to touch either side. So these Yakima specific brackets will work perfectly. So what we've got to do is put these little captive nuts into the roof rack. So we slide them in like this, so the spring will hold them up, and then we can put our bolts through the top of that. So the little hex bolts will go through and tie that down. So the little captive nuts just sort of go in like this, and then you push them down and then just turn them till they lock in like that. And they just stay up for you. So the spring's a good idea, because sometimes roof rack manufacturers supply you with these and they haven't got the spring on them, and they drop right to the bottom and then the bolt's not long enough, so it can be a bit of a pain. But that's a really good design, so that holds it up for us. And now we just got to put our bracket on, line up those bolt holes, and we'll be halfway there. It's a pretty easy install today, so it's definitely something you guys can do at home. Definitely not something that you have to go to a workshop and pay someone to fit. So there you go, that's the bracket fitted. So what I'll do is just leave that loose for now. I'll get the awning fitted up, so I'll pull it all the way out, get the awning fitted up, tighten up my bolts, and then I can pull the awning into the exact spot that I want it to sit. So I'm just going to put the other bracket on the front roof rack, do the exact same, and then we can fit the awning to these brackets. So now it's time to fit the awning to the vehicle. But before we do that, we've got to flip it over and fit some 10mm bolts into the back of the awning. So just roll it over like this. You've got some little slides in here where your bolts slide in. We're just going to slide these 10mm bolts into there. Alright guys, so it's time to lift the awning onto the car. So I've just got a bit of a hand getting the bolts to line up, and also to get the nuts on the back side as well. Yeah, that's the other one in. Yep, cool. So now we'll just put a washer on the back of each of those bolts and a nylon nut as well. So the awning only weighs 12 kilos, so it's pretty light. So it's pretty easy to lift. So there's how the awning mounts to these brackets. So you just got the 2 10mm bolts through there on either end. So now I'm going to go along and tighten these 2 10mm bolts, tighten them right up, and then I can adjust this awning bracket in a bit so it's sitting a bit more flush, and then I can tighten these 2 hex bolts up. So the Ironman awning kit actually comes with this ratchet spanner, so it definitely makes the job a lot easier. So now we can adjust these awning brackets in a little bit. I'll just adjust the front one as well. So these are just 6mm Allen keys, so just tighten these down now we've got them aligned. Awesome, now we can do the same to the front bracket. So I've finished fitting the Ironman 4x4 awning now. So it's all tightened down and it sits up there really nice actually. So with those brackets it's barely higher than the roof rack. So it only just sits maybe 10mm higher than the roof rack. So that's pretty good. So now we can go outside, set it up, and I'll go through all the features with you guys and show you guys why I chose this awning over all of the other awnings on the market. So I'll show you guys now. So once you've got it all set up, you just go around and put these little Velcro straps around the poles, and then you're all set up. It's just those twist lock poles, so you literally pull it out, pull the pole out, twist it, and then it locks into the pole itself, so it's quite easy to use. There's a couple of reasons why I chose this awning over others on the market. The first reason is the canvas. So the canvas quality, it's a lot thicker than some of the other cheaper awnings on the market, so I think it's 280 GSM. So that's the canvas thickness. It's got weather sealing on all of the seams, so no water's going to get through this awning when it's pouring down rain. So you just do need to remember when you're using your awning during rain, you do need to drop one leg. So if you drop one leg right down, not two. Don't drop both of them, drop one so the water can run off like this. If you drop two, sometimes it can still pool in the middle. So you just need to be a bit careful about that. Always drop one leg during rain, snow or anything like that. And other than that, there's a couple of other little nifty features which I'll go through now as to why I chose this awning. One of the other main reasons I chose this awning is that it comes with a built-in light. So it's got this little LED strip which is on a bit of sail track, which slides into the sail track on the bottom of the awning. And then you've just got your little wiring here which you can run to the back of the car. So it's perfect for me because my 12-volt system is just in here. So I can literally just run it from here around the corner into my cigarette socket on my 12-volt battery and control the brightness, turn it on and off, and it's going to brighten this whole area up at night whenever we're mucking around under here. So the other reason I chose this awning is because of these little flexible brackets. So some of the cheaper awnings use like a fixed, really hard plastic bracket or aluminium bracket in here, which means when this is under windy conditions, the bracket has no flex at all, and usually this is the weakest point, so these will snap or break. But in this case, these little mounts are flexible and they can take a bit of a beating. And these little flexible mounts are used all around the awning at all of the major joints. So the other reason I chose this awning is that the bag is 1000 GSM canvas. So that means it is waterproof, it is scratch proof, you know, you can run this through trees and bushes and everything and it's not going to damage the bag or the awning underneath. So another bonus of this awning is it comes with glow-in-the-dark guy ropes and also anodized pegs. So there you go guys, so that's the main reasons why I chose this awning. So now the final step is seasoning the canvas. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a hose down and then we can pack it up once it's dry and then we're ready to hit the road. So there you go guys, the Ironman awning's all fitted now, so I've seasoned it, and once that's dry I can pack it up and I'll be ready to hit the road. So I'm pretty happy with the choice I've made, so I've spent a bit of time researching all the awnings and the prices and trying to figure out exactly what I wanted, and the Ironman awning was perfect for me. So I'm pretty happy with it, pretty stoked to have it on the car now. Now we can hit the beach, hit the tracks, go camping and have a nice bit of quick and easy shade. So thanks a lot for watching guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more full driving and accessory fitting videos. Cheers guys.